You know, the one thing that I think is that it's always very good to have a player that wants to play for your team and wants to be there. It certainly changes things, makes things a lot better, makes things a lot easier during contract negotiations, especially. And we have some really interesting information about both Ivan Demidov, Lane Hutson, about halfway through the video. But guys, welcome back to Pixel Plus Hockey. If you could make sure to hit that subscribe button, it would be so greatly appreciated. And thank you so much to those that are already supporting me as well. Now, during the 2024 entry draft, I remember sitting on my couch and wondering how the heck did Ivan Demidov slip to the Montreal Canadiens at number 5 overall? I was puzzled by this because I think that he probably should have gone maybe second. I don't really know. Like, Macklin Celebrini, I think, should have gone before him. I just think Demidov is going to be really good. Maybe that's because, you know, he's a KHL, he's a Russian guy. You know how this goes. But at the end of the day, I just look at the talent, and it does not matter to me. I genuinely don't care. But we have some really interesting quotes. Other teams knew Demidov really wanted to play for the Montreal Canadiens, and that's likely why he slipped. As a guest on the Sean Starr Show podcast, D'Amico said it was no secret that Ivan Demidov was going to be drafted by the Montreal Canadiens. Quote, everyone knew Ivan Demidov wanted to be drafted by the Canadiens. End quote. So again, why did this happen? Why did Ivan Demidov specifically want to play for the Montreal Canadiens? Now, there's a bunch of different things, and I'm going to go through them now. One would be that they're an up-and-coming team. They have a lot of young talent. Two is probably the historical organization. You know, they're just better to play for. They're just top-class organizations. They're the original 6 teams. It's just factually true. And, you know, number 3, he's going to get a lot of playing time, especially when you have a rebuilding team. You're expected to get a lot of playing time. And I'm telling you right now, a young winger that scores and wants to score a lot of goals, trust me, he cares about playing time as well. And then number 4, Bobrov. Bobrov was a huge asset to the Montreal Canadiens getting Ivan Demidov. Well, here's a really interesting quote. Bobrov gives the Canadiens a huge edge when it comes to Russian prospects because he has a Russian passport and can enter and exit the country freely. Marco D'Amico. Right. So the whole time he was probably selling this to Ivan Demidov the entire time, which gave the Montreal Canadiens a massive leg up. I don't know if you guys have been watching the clips of Ivan Demidov just dangling the puck, massive offensive skill. Obviously, it's practice and they're just messing around. But I am so excited for what Ivan Demidov is going to be able to do next year for the Canadiens. I'm personally going to pick him for the Calder. I don't know about you guys. I think this is pretty much a shoo-in. I think the Habs power play is going to be nasty next year. You know, Hutson and Demidov and all of these guys. So why don't you drop it below? Question of the video. How many points do you think that Ivan Demidov is going to get next year? Now, to shift gears away from Demidov a little bit, I made a Lane Hutson video not that long ago with Marco D'Amico saying, hey, listen, it's crickets here. There's not really a lot going on, and it's true. Like, I understand that my philosophy with really good young players is generally try to get the contract done as fast as possible. That's usually the way that I look at it. Doesn't mean it's always right, but that's just the way that I look at it. Obviously, that might not work out or it might work out, but we have a really interesting quote from Jim Behringer here. Lane Hutson is going to get paid what he's worth, and I think that was a big sticking point, in my opinion, to the Noah Dobson trade and that contract extension. We know that Kent Hughes and Jeff Gordon like to do salary structure. My guess is that's why Noah Dobson was coming at 9.5, is that Hutson is going to get around 10 million and he's worth it. Yeah, I mean, okay, that's fine. I mean, my opinion is if Lane Hutson gets 10, I think that's fine. I think he's going to be a top pair offensive D, and that's completely fine. That's right where he should be at. I don't know if it's going to be 10, though. This is a deal that I am so interested in. You know, it's funny. I don't know if I want the deal to come down because I just really want to see the number. Like, I'm just super interested in what the number for Lane Hutson's contract is going to be. So I want to get it done to see how Montreal negotiates this. Like, do they negotiate this well? Do they lose the negotiation and then kind of go from there? And here we have another interesting quote. But again, that was last year. He had a really good rookie year, won Rookie of the Year, Calder Trophy, set records. They can just wait this out again. It can go into next year. It's not all panic at the disco. We don't have to worry about it. Everybody is going in different directions. They have time to do this, and they could get it done during the year. And that's what's best about this, right? There's no rush into next season, and he wasn't signed. Yeah, then I would have to panic. So yes, I mean, again, his contract isn't up, and that is a completely fair point. It's just he's technically eligible to sign a contract, and then this is where I start to be like, okay, just get it done right now. I'm going to make a prediction right now that I think Lane Hutson is going to get his contract done halfway through next season. That's what I'm going to guess. I think he's going to get it done. I think it's going to be a little bit above 10. I'm going to guess 10 and a half at this point, and he's going to get it done around there. That's completely fine. I don't want to piss off young top stars. So again, I'm not alluding to the fact that this is going to take it's going to take into, next offseason or something like that, and he's going to have to sit. Like, that would be awful. You don't want to go through that with young players. What I think that him and the Montreal Canadiens should do, just find a fair number for both the player and the team and just move forward with it. Obviously, the cap is going to be going up, so that's a massive benefit to the Montreal Canadiens and Lane Hutson too. Like, he's probably going to get a decent amount of money. 10 and a half, times 8 or 7 or whatever, something like that would probably be the structure. I would personally try to get as many years as I can if I'm the Montreal Canadiens. Okay, get a lot of years because, again, the cap's going to continue to go up, and that's what you want to do. Anyways, I am going to leave this video here. If you could make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it, guys. And make sure to have a great day. Goodbye, guys.